Okay, hello, Justine.
Hello, Emma.
Welcome to our first podcast and episode of Educa. It's pretty nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So, yeah, our podcast called On Spot Abroad, which is, I think, really cool name.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Okay, this is your first time in a podcast, right?
Yeah.
How do you
for
feel
sure.
about it?
Not too stressed. Honestly, it's just pretty chill, and
Okay.
we'll see how it goes. I guess.
Yeah, sure. I mean, being in the first episode can be stressful, but can be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're starting it.
Yeah.
Someone has to, and it's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, it's you. It's pretty, it's honor to me to speak with you.
It's
'Cause,
an honor to me to be the
Yeah.
first one.
Yeah.
God damn.
Okay, so my first question for you is, why Prague? Why this city?
That's a great one. Well, originally I'm more into Asian study because I'm doing my master degree in France, but I'm specialized in Asia Pacific.
Yeah.
But as we all know, COVID has hit us pretty hard for the last now 2.5, 3 years.
Yes.
So my plans did not exactly ended up as they should be.
Yeah.
So I had an internship to do, and Asia was not 100% out of my perspective, but honestly, it was pretty hard, visa-wise and just
this kind
travel restriction-wise. It was honestly not easy. So, and I really didn't want it to do it in France, because I'm in international studies, so it felt kind of stupid. So I just searched in just European Union for convenience, no need to visa for me or anything.
Yeah.
So I just ended up looking. I already lived in Vilnius, Lithuania, so I kind of wanted to avoid northeastern country.
Yeah.
So I looked in Austria, Czech Republic, Germany,
Yeah.
and this really cool offer came from Educa, and I thought that's the one. That's meant to be. I've been searching for internship in an NGO, pretty small one, and Czech Republic, never been. Prague apparently was an awesome city.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying that to me. So it was kind of a just decision I took, why not? And I don't regret it for a second.
That's great. Okay, and what do you like about Prague, about this city? What's the most interesting thing?
Honestly, first thing I saw was probably architecture and just how the city was looking, and I immediately fell in love. The city is really amazing. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
The city is really amazing. Architecture is really cool. Just atmosphere in general.
Yeah.
People. It's really international, and honestly, you can meet people from everywhere. People are really nice. The city is easy to access, and I don't know. I just really like the vibe of it.
Yeah, sure. I'm, as you said, pretty international,
Yeah.
so you can meet a lot of people from abroad.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Really cool. Yeah, I like it too. So my another question is, from scale 1 to 10, how do you rate this city?
A good 9, for sure. A good 9.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it 10 because I haven't really lived everywhere, so I'm keeping a 10 to probably the place that I'll live in the future, where I would want to stay in the future.
Yeah.
But a good 9. I've met amazing people, and just overall really nice experience.
Yeah, always good to travel
Exactly.
and to explore. Yeah, you said you've been in Lithuania for studying, and how was it? Can you tell something about it?
Oh, it was really different. Honestly, it was really, really different because I arrived beginning of 2021. So pandemic was still really a thing.
Okay.
Restriction were still here.
Yeah.
When I arrived there, I arrived just a few days before they put quarantine again. So
Okay.
I was lucky enough to escape it. But I did obviously test, COVID test and those things. But a lot of things were closed. It's also another mentality, I would say. It was a bit more difficult. The weather, my God. For some time it was minus 20 degrees there.
Okay.
I mean, even though I was expecting minus 10, minus 15, minus 20 was a lot to take in.
Yeah.
But it was something else, obviously, because I was studying and not working. So it was a strong, strong Erasmus community with me. Like, I had a lot of friends, or we were all studying, all doing things together. But it was more study and things like that. So really different experience for sure. But really nice one too. Once the restrictions were lifted in like April, I would say.
Okay.
It was really amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, COVID hasn't made it easy for sure.
Yeah. And what's the differences you see between traineeship and study program? I mean, it's obvious, but in your opinion, what's the biggest like difference?
Well, studying was more kind of me having to go to. It was online class.
Okay.
Like, it was online class for me. So it was just waking up, opening my computer, doing class, and then working pretty much whenever I wanted during the day.
Yeah.
Also, if I wanted to travel and just follow my class from somewhere else, was pretty easy to do so. And everyone was studying, so it was just group of students kind of all together. So for me it was really cool experience, but really different from now, because now I actually sometimes, at least when I'm not working from home, have to go to office. It's more not, I wouldn't say it's strict, but it's more professional. Like it's me being a bit more careful and more invested in work, because I'm doing something that I'm actually interested in. So obviously I was interested in my study, but studying, sometimes you get bored of it. Work, you feel like you're doing something. Like
that's probably the theoretical part of it's the study one, and and practical is you are actually working. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So that was the main point of me just I don't know. Just working was feeling great, because I was kind of, I don't know if it's the same for everyone, but not bored, but fed up and tired of, when you come home and you study, your day isn't finished. It's never finished. There is no line between work and your life. It's just study for years, and it's just a circle. But when you work, once your work day is finished, then it's off your mind, kind of, in a way. Like, not 100%, but in a way, that you have the rest of the day
free.
Like,
for yourself.
Free. And that was a big relief for me, because that's what I've been wanting to do.
Yeah.
But, I cannot really cut my study, because I have objective after as work, and I cannot achieve them without the master degree I want. So I was kind of feeling in between, and I think the internship was the great in between for me.
Yeah, but it's cool that you can split it, because some people are like, after their work day, they have free time for themselves, but they're still like their head is into work.
Yeah.
So for example, my dad had that.
Yeah.
Like, he was also always like complaining or thinking about the work, so it wasn't really like free time for him. So it's cool that you can do it.
I mean, at least for now, but also, when you arrive in a new city, I would say that makes it easier, because your brain is also
that's true
filled with so many more things.
Yeah.
It was filled with discovering, meeting new people,
Yeah.
just adapting to a new life.
Yes.
Not much culture shock, but still adapting to something else. And so I was really busy all the time trying to work, but at the same time, like not travel, but discover,
Yeah. Yeah.
explore, and yeah, it made it more easy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I can understand that sometimes work takes over. But for me, it was that for study.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it 24/7. Like, you have exam coming up, or you feel like you're like missing times. You don't have enough time to complete everything, and you're stressed all the time. So
Yeah.
internship are pretty great, I think.
Yeah. For sure. Can't agree with you. So yeah. And was your traineeship compulsory for your study?
Yeah. Actually, in France, not always,
Mm-hmm.
but most of the time, I would say, it's compulsory. Like,
Yeah.
I did my first semester in France, like from September to December. Then I did second semester from beginning of January until end of March.
Yeah.
And then I had at least a 3-month internship that was compulsory.
Mm-hmm.
I chose to do 4 months, but that was 100% personal choice.
Yeah.
Um, and so it's basically compulsory now. Then I have my first semester of second year of master degree,
Yeah.
and then again another 6-month internship that's compulsory.
Okay.
I mean, it's can seems long, but I think it's really interesting. And I mean, I have another option. Instead of internship, I could have gone on another exchange in university.
Yeah.
But like, maybe that's what I'll do next year. I have no plan in mind, honestly. But for now, it was important for me to gain a few experience and just try to see if what I will be working on is actually what I want.
Yeah. Like going with the flow is the best.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sure. What's the benefits of going on internship during studies in your opinion?
I wouldn't say it saves time, but once you want to enter the, I don't know if you can say it like that, real world.
Okay.
Once you enter the actual independent financially world, like earning your own money, working full times, having your own things to yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have much time anymore, and to explore what you like, what you dislike. So I think during your study is still kind of a good time to do that.
Definitely.
You can just try. It's a try for me, an internship, because if you don't like it, then you know it, and you're not stuck with a contract of indefinite contract.
Yeah.
You just try it out. If it end up being what you love, what you like, then it's good. You can do a second one to make sure, or you know that when you will finish your study, you will be working in like the area you want.
Yeah.
But maybe I would have, hypothetically, I could have hated my internship in Educa, and then I would have known that it was not something meant for me.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's a great way to discover. Even though you're in master degree, you should know what you want to do. Not always. You don't always have everything figured out, and it's really fine. And you still have your entire life to discover, I guess. So for me, it was like this.
Maybe some people can find their way to live or to do what they want to really do for a living or in their life. Maybe in 40 or something, it's not really necessary to know it during your master degree. Come on. Some people did masters in the school they really hated or they didn't want to study it. So it's absolutely okay, as you said. Yeah.
So for me, it's like this. It's interesting, and it's just a way to discover and try. Yeah. It's a try.
Yeah. Life is a try.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, what did you learn for your career, for your future? on a traineeship?
Honestly, how to work by myself. I was not alone, but I was. Educa gave me the possibility to be independent in my work,
Okay.
like to have a task and be free to find a way to achieve it.
To find the solutions.
Find a solution.
Okay.
Find a way to do it, and it was really challenging and interesting because you really have to think about it. And obviously, I'm not in France, so it's always some kind of different mentality or different way to do it that I have to adapt to. I'm really happy to do so, but it's always more thinking, and it was that, like, I learned how to work independently, also with other people in team, and efficient, or just to be less stressed about something that you realize are not that important.
Yes.
Like, it's just new skills, like not basic skills, but like something that you don't learn in university for sure.
Some like life school.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's pretty much it, I would say.
So there's probably a lot of change in your life, like during the traineeship. Am I right?
Yeah, I've seen things differently.
Okay.
I also reconsider some of my future life choice, but future decision, like for next year or that kind of things. It made me think about new opportunity, and it's just it's an experience.
Yeah,
and as any experience, you just go like come out of it with new perspective.
Yeah,
I think that's what happened for me mostly.
Yeah. Okay, so can you tell something about your work in Educa? What's project you're working on? If you want to take water,
no,
there is
no,
for real.
It's fine. It's usually when I talk a lot.
So yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll take a sip.
I mean, I can just cut it out, so no problem.
I know it's usually in the morning.
Yeah. Better?
Yep.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so my work in Educa.
Yeah.
So at the beginning it was, I've been not invited. I've been hired, basically. I don't have any other word than hired in mind, but let's say hired by Educa because they were searching for someone speaking French and English.
Yeah.
Because there is a project really interesting, Second Chance School, E2C. It exists in a lot of countries, like Sweden, Spain, France, Denmark, and more. And Educa wants to create that project, E2C, Second Chance School, in Czech Republic. Like it's for those who don't exactly know what Second Chance School is, it's schools for people who dropped out or unemployed, or it's usually for young people between 17 to 25, 30, depending on the situation.
Yeah.
And it's to help them get a new training and get a new job and give them qualification to enter active life on their own.
That's really cool.
So for a lot of people, because I wouldn't say school fails some people, but school is not for everyone. Not everyone can be sitting at a chair, on a chair and at a desk 8 hours per day studying. Everyone doesn't work like this. So I can understand that some people just drops out because it's just not their things. So Second Chance School is really interesting because it's way more practical work. Like you're working a bit for a few weeks, but then you have probably 6 to 8 weeks of traineeship somewhere. Then you come back to school for a few weeks, but then you go back to traineeship for a few weeks. I guess really in between, and I think for people who are more interested in practical work, it's way more efficient. So that was the original project. So for that, we went in France with Josef, the director of Educa, to try to get information and to see how the E2C works in France, to get inspiration and also to have a plan on how to do it in Czech Republic. So that was the main first project for me, because translating documents and also being part of it was really interesting. Then we continued on it. We went to Slovakia also. And then I started on a new project. I won't say the name of it, but that's a European project with partners from Austria, Poland, Spain, and obviously us, Czech, Educa. And it's a really cool project also about culture and youth or people who have like more difficult backgrounds about European culture. So I've been the main person working on this project from Educa. It's honestly really, really interesting, and it's just project management. It's the main reason I'm here. Like project management, which is really, really interesting. Obviously, I've done few other tasks in the office, like administrative works and that kind of things. But mainly it's project management.
That will look cool on your CV.
Oh, for sure.
So being a project manager for a big project like that.
So I was so grateful for this opportunity, honestly. And even now, I might, after my internship, continue to follow how the project goes and maybe attend a few meetings with them, because I really want to continue being part of it. It's something I started, and I would like to
finish it.
With hands. So, and Educa is probably giving me the opportunity to continue working on it. So I'm so grateful for that, honestly.
That's really great. Yeah, definitely. Actually, speaking of like, I will go back for a little. About the Prague and about the new country and cultural differences between France and this country. So, were you afraid to coming alone to a new country?
I'm afraid is a strong word. Anxious is a bit more like it.
Okay.
Because, as I said earlier, I went on a study Erasmus last year in Vilnius, and I went alone completely. Like there was no one else from my university that was coming at the same time as me. So I was coming completely alone. I didn't knew anyone there, and I already had to adapt and take care of me. So this was the first stress that was taken out of me, because I knew I already done it. But it was another, it was another thing. So this time I was coming not for study but for work. I had to find an apartment by myself. Find solution when I'm there. The currency is different. My God, that was difficult to adapt.
I mean, I'm from Slovakia, and it's really close, and it's the same for me, so I understand.
That was a big change. And just if I have problems, how do I solve them? Because obviously, not obviously, but as a matter of fact, I do not speak Czech language. I speak several languages, but Czech is not part of them. So it was a bit stress of I don't know how people speak English here. Even though I know Prague is a big city, I'm just not here to check. So it's it was pretty much just stress over non-existent issue because honestly nothing bad happened, but you're just planning for the worst all the time in case, and that was basically it. I was not scared, but more trying to think of everything to prevent any problem from happening, I would say.
Yeah, but now you're happy that you're here, right?
Yeah. Like this, just my daily life here is really nice. Like, I wouldn't say it's what I always wanted, but it's closer to what I want in life than compared to when I'm studying. Like it's something more interesting for me.
Cool. Yeah. What was the most different things you see between the France and Czech Republic? Like, what surprised you when you arrived here?
So I would say, like, once again, I come from not so big city in France. So basically, the big difference for me was Prague is not gigantic, but still way more people than where I was living originally.
Yeah.
So it was pretty big city, really international. The architecture was really different too. I mean, I've been to Paris tons of times, but it's still really, really different. It's not the same kind of vibe from a capital.
Yeah.
And I like the mentality of people is really different. I would say it's not a bad thing. But people are a bit less expressive. Like they don't express.
Express?
They don't express much when they're outside. Like people are really warm when you know them, I would say.
Yeah.
So at work, it's like people are amazing, and I really appreciate. But in daily like life outside, people are more cold, I would say, than in France. Okay. That's just a feeling. But
so more closed, let's say, like they're not really open to, like when you see it on the streets.
A bit more. Well, I don't know. As an example, maybe it's the first thing that comes to my mind is when I walk in streets in France.
Yes.
I could say hello to people in the street, and they probably answer me hello back. Or if I smile to someone in the street, they would smile back at me. Really, like it's just natural.
It's natural. Okay.
And I wouldn't do it here. I would say like smile to people. I felt like they wouldn't smile back. It would be weird. I don't know.
Really?
It's just it's just a feeling maybe, but it's also it's a weird way to say it. But in France we say hello by kissing on the cheeks. So that's
it's more warm or
proximity. It's a bit more normal, maybe.
Yeah.
So it's just a different culture. I do not dislike Czech culture. It was just a difference that I observed.
Yes.
And then there is also really details like windows. Like I live in a pretty old flat, I would say.
Yeah.
And there is double windows. Like I have to open my window, like first one, and then damn, there is second one. Second one, yeah. Which is really great because it keeps the warmth and the cold where they need to be. But it was surprising when I arrived.
Like what?
Yes,
another one. Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
But honestly, not too much surprise. It's just and half elevators. Now that I think about it.
Okay.
Like in my building, I have to climb stairs before arriving to the elevator. Then I take it, and it just takes me to half stairs up, and I still have to climb stairs to go up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I absolutely do not understand that. It's really out I've never seen that in France.
Okay.
Maybe it exists, but honestly, half elevator, like people with disability could not access my building for sure, even though there is an elevator.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it's pretty convenient for people who are on the 6th floor or something, but
Yeah.
for me on the 2nd floor, it's really, really, really useless.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Even if you have like more stairs to go from the elevator, it's like makes no sense. That's true.
It doesn't make much sense. So
Yeah.
that was also a surprise, but it's in the end, at the end of the day, it's just details that I thought about. But
yeah, but it's like funny things. You can see the differences. You know, like even if it's details, it's like funny for you because like. What? This is like, we don't have it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's something new and you just discovered it like, wow.
Well, one thing I dislike, though, it's not really about culture, but it's just you pay water in restaurant here.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen in France.
I know.
When we ask for water, tap water, they just bring a big, like, bottle of water, and I never paid water in France. I was really surprised when I arrived here.
Yeah, me either. I mean, even if you are in a restaurant like in Slovakia and here also, and you ask just for a water, they're asking you if you want a sparkling or something. When I just said like just water, like from tap, tap, and they're like for real, you know? And I'm like, what is like weird for it? Like what is the weird thing about it, you know? For you, I know they want to like pay for everything, like for sure, like, because you know, but yeah, this is also for me, like even if I'm living in Slovakia and you know I'm from there, so for me it's also weird because like come on, just water.
Right.
I'm paying for the food, so yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
So it's like you can just open the tap, pour any glass in, I would be happy about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was a bit of a surprise. Now I'm being more careful because there was a saying before I came here, which I thought was funny. Is like, beer is cheaper than water.
Yeah.
Actually, in restaurant, that's true. My
true.
God, that's true. I can get a
true.
beer for 25 Czech crown and pay water 50.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. But welcome to Czech Republic.
Yeah, right.
Here are people drinking beer like water.
Yeah, I guess.
Like,
I guess so. But yeah, that was funny. That was pretty funny, honestly.
Yeah, sure. Did being in Prague give you a chance to do things you wouldn't have done if have you stay in France? Like,
yeah, most probably. Travel. Like the biggest one is for sure travel because let's be honest, France is pretty expensive country.
Okay.
Like honestly really expensive. So it makes it more difficult to even just travel inside France.
Yeah.
So for me, Czech Republic was really nice country, but also it permit me to visit other city around Prague. I also went to Berlin as little holidays because it's really convenient also to go just from Prague because it's like 4.5 hours. Maybe?
Yeah.
And I'm maybe planning to go to Vienna too because it's really just easy. Like it's in the middle of Europe, you know?
Yeah, sure.
It's really a lot of things are accessible from here.
Yeah.
I live in the really western part of France.
Yes.
So I'm far, like I'm really far from everything, like the rest of Europe.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just opportunity to travel, meet new people. Just even meeting new people. If I had stayed in France in my city or something, the probability of meeting new people would have been really less. Just my colleagues, maybe.
Yes.
But yeah, meeting new people, just discovering new places, traveling, and getting out of my comfort zone in general.
Oh yeah, comfort zone is really sometimes really tough to handle and to like go out from it.
Yeah. But I think since last like 1.5 years ago, since I went to Lithuania, I'm really starting to open up more and be more, not brave, but more daring, and
Mhm.
I'm less afraid to do things because, why not?
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yeah,
Why
for
not?
sure. Why not? You are living here right now. Let's do
Exactly,
it.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, how difficult was for you to find an apartment here? You said you had to, like it was one of the challenge to find
Yeah.
it.
I think I did it pretty in advance
Mhm.
because thankfully I found my internship pretty early on. Like
Okay.
I started on the 4th of April, and I maybe found it in February. So it honestly made it way easier for me because I could start to find an apartment like 1 month and a half
Yeah.
before arriving
Yeah.
here. So I mainly searched on Facebook, um, like expats group, posted an announcement saying I was searching for something,
Yeah.
and luckily for me, a French girl was leaving her apartment when I was arriving,
Yeah,
like I
that's
was
cool.
coming here. So it really worked out really well, and my apartment is nice location, and I had nice flatmate. I'm in a flat share.
Yeah.
My flatmate were really nice, amazing, honestly, and just yeah, it was easier than expected, but also because I had some time in front of me.
Yeah.
Like if I had to search for one last minute would have been more difficult because I think right now finding apartment is a real challenge.
Yeah.
Like with the
During summer.
war
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
summer,
Yeah.
um, nothing against it, but it has become really difficult to find a place to stay.
Yeah.
It's like kind of a war each time we're searching for a place.
Yes.
So I was kind of afraid of that because,
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot really afford to pay Airbnb for a month or something like that.
Yeah, sure.
And I wanted really a place where I would stay for the whole
Whole
time
time of
I was there.
traineeship. Yeah.
So I was pretty lucky, I would say, overall. So
Yeah. I
good.
mean, yeah, if you're sure you are going for internship or something, like, and if you know that you need it, so it will come. Like,
Yeah,
I think that that's the universe, universe calling. So also, yeah, sure,
yeah, you figure it out.
Y-
You always figure it out.
absolutely, yeah, yeah. Do you have some tips for foreigners? What's worthy to see or visit here?
Honestly, on the first days, probably walk around.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can walk anywhere. The city is pretty, and just maybe remember the main station names. That sounds stupid. That sounds stupid, but
No,
it
no.
took me so long to remember them. And each time someone was telling me, "Yeah, we will meet there," I was like, "Oh,
Oh, where is
yeah, where is
it? Yeah.
that?" So just main station is quite like pretty like fuck, I forgot my word.
Like the point?
Nah, it's pretty um convenient. Yeah.
Convenient. Okay.
Knowing where the main stations are is pretty convenient, and walking around you will just see the main part. Like obviously I would like if I had to tell people my favorite place probably might maybe like Prague Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's really beautiful. The
Yeah.
garden behind are really nice. There is tons of park in Prague, honestly. That was
Yeah.
also a big change for me.
Mm-hmm.
Not exactly used to it, but that's really nice. There's a lot of park, a lot of place where you can just see whole Prague, like viewpoint,
Yeah.
monuments, museum. Like overall, there's a lot of things to see.
Yeah.
But I think for the first days, just walking around and trying to get to know your environment is just the best tips. Like um, it's really easy to get transportation card. It's not that
Yeah.
expensive either, I believe,
Yeah.
compared to some other places. So yeah, just try to get your marks and
Yeah.
adapt as you can, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. And how do you rate the public transportation? Like,
Oh, it's really convenient. Really convenient. It's a
okay.
good 8 out of 10. Metro is really easy.
Yeah.
There is bus, tram all night long. Like
Yeah.
there is tram all night long. That's really great because
Yeah.
and that was quite a surprise. But they're pretty packed all the time.
Yeah, they are.
Like honestly,
It's true.
you can take the tram at 3 a.m. on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
It would be still packed
Yeah.
with people, and yeah, overall it's really convenient. It's like not dirty. It's really clean.
Yeah.
It. Oh, okay, that would be a lie. I would say they always come on time. Nah, not exactly, but 1 or 2 minutes late is never a big problem.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they are mainly really on time, and they come pretty often. Yeah, it's
Yes.
just
Yeah.
it's nice overall.
Yeah. Okay. Did you learn something from Czech language?
Oh, I have the basics.
Yeah, but I think that's the most important.
I can probably say hello, dobrý den, or
Okay.
děkuji, nashledanou,
Yeah.
prosím.
Yeah.
I have a few more, but I forgot. Obviously, for the cashier, the easiest is karto.
Karto. Yeah.
This one is always working,
Yes.
and I started to learn numbers and just like pronouns like I, you, like
Yeah.
some,
Yeah.
tu, like. But yeah, I can say I didn't give my all in learning Czech because I'm already learning 3 languages
Yes.
apart from French and English. So
Yeah.
it was a lot of my mind.
Yeah, I
But
mean, if you don't know like some Slavic language,
yeah.
so it's pretty different, let's say. So
Yeah, because obviously as I said, I'm specialized in Asian department. So
yeah,
French, English, I do Chinese, Korean.
yeah.
I took on Indonesian. I understand Spanish
Mm-hmm.
and can probably read it, speak a bit of it. But any Slavic or more Eastern European language,
Yeah,
I really am. I'm really bad at it. Like, didn't give my all. I can say,
but I think that's pretty cool that you know few basics and you can speak. I mean, that's cool.
yeah, because I think it's quite rude to not, in my point of view at least, like not even learn how to say hello
Yeah,
or good morning, think dobre rano. Like
yeah,
those words are really basic when you enter a shop, when you want to go somewhere. Like it's just really easy to learn,
yeah,
and it just makes a better impression than coming and just say hello and goodbye. Like,
yeah.
I'm not even.
Yeah, people are really surprised when you speak, like even if you know one word from their language, they're like, "Oh, you are learning. That's cool." Yeah, I mean, if you know just like dobre rano, which is like really really basic, but I mean that's that's maybe the principle that you are in that country and you want to know, you want to learn. So yeah, that's like that's
I
pretty
think
cool.
I know what I need.
Yeah,
Already
definitely.
to go around.
Yeah.
And obviously, I probably know some of the words because, like, potraviny.
Yeah.
That's one that I know.
I think that's the most important. Where is the food?
Yeah, I just know a few other words probably because also it's not stupid, but we're still in like European country and there's still some words that are really similar.
Yeah.
So even if I don't know them, if I read them, I can probably know what they mean.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Like I guess it works like this for me. Like,
Definitely. Yeah. Do you have some funny stories from Prague?
Um, I don't know if it's a funny story, but actually, the first day I arrived,
Yeah.
okay, not exactly first day, the second day. I arrived in the evening, so it doesn't exactly count as a day. My flatmate, who was, he's no longer in Prague, but he was French.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he directly took me to some party. I just arrived, and first night I'm already in a party with people I don't know, and directly in like the Prague atmosphere at its best.
Yeah.
Like few hours after I arrived, so that was pretty funny because one thing I was afraid of coming here was not making any friends.
Yeah.
Because it's not university, so it's more difficult to find people to be friend with.
Yeah.
Like university, it's easy. You have people in your class,
Yeah.
people studying the same things as you, and then you make friends out of friends.
Yeah.
But here, I had none of that. So it was a part of the stress for me. Will I spend my 4 month alone?
Yeah, definitely.
But then I arrived a few hours after, already in a party with some people there. I'm like, okay, it's starting great. Not as I expected, but it started great.
Yeah.
So overall, it's like, I don't know if I have funny stories, but it's just really nice. I have. It's not funny, but that's pretty uncommon. I celebrated my birthday in May.
Yeah.
And we celebrated on a boat, like on the river.
I think that's really cool.
It was really cool, honestly. Like all my friends and me, and just overall quite funny because who would expect it, right?
Yeah, to celebrate your birthday in different country and on both.
So,
I mean, where? Yeah, that's
overall
cool.
that was really cool, and I don't know, it's just little life story, and it's just nice, I guess.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's really. I'm glad that you are enjoying the time in Prague and you like it. And we are at the end. So thank you very much, Justine, that you are part of first episode and in Educa podcast on Spot Abroad. And hope to see you soon here again. And wish you good luck in your studies. And see you in the next episode. Bye.
Thank you.